Just like destructuring, we can also restructure. Okay, so restructuring is the process of putting back together. For example, with object literal enhancement, we can grab variables from the global scope and turn them into an object. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's see how we can do this. Let's say we have variable name, let's say Everest. Okay, and let's say we have another variable height 8848. Okay, so these two variables are available in the global scope. So let's use these variables to create an object. Okay, so let's say var adventure climbing. Okay, so this is an object and we create this object using these variables, name and height. So this is restructured, and please ignore my linter error. I need to fix this one. Okay, so this is fine. Now let's try console logging this variable adventure climbing. Okay, let's give it a try, and we see an object. We have created a new object. We restructured. Beautiful. So name and height are now keys of this adventure climbing object. We can also create object methods with restructure. So let's create this method. Let's name it, let's create a variable first. Let's call it output, and this will hold the value of function. Okay, it's function. Now this function, what it will do, it will console log. Let's use this template literal. So within these two backticks, let's say mount, and we get the mountain's name. So $, within curly braces, let's say this name, okay, is this height meter tall. Okay, now what we can do is we can access this method. So adventure climbing dot output. Okay, we don't need to put inside console log, so we can just invoke this function. So when we invoke this function, it will console log. So let's give it a try. Refresh. Okay, so we forgot to add this one. Save, refresh, and Mount Everest is 8,848 meters tall. Okay, so this is how you can restructure the object, add properties and methods. Now why don't we try putting them all inside this object? Okay, because I want to show you one more thing you can do with ES6. Okay, so let's copy all this, let's put it here, and we need to make some changes. So let's say name, let's get rid of this equal sign, and let's assign the value of Everest, and get rid of the colon and use comma instead. So these are the properties of this object now. Okay, so let's get rid of this, use colon and then use comma. So the first property is the name, second is the height, and the third is this function. So what you could do is you could use this property named output. It would hold the value of function, right? Then get rid of this colon. Okay, so this is how you could create an object, right? This is the old way. Add the name properties and methods. Okay, this is a function. Now we should still be able to access this. That works fine. However, with ES6 you don't need to use this function keyword. Okay, so what you can do is you can get rid of this and use directly like so. Okay, so this is another thing you can do with ES6. Now we can still access this like so. Refresh, it's fine.